denies increasing VAT rate. Nigerians urged to support President Tinubu's efforts to address socio-economic challenges. In Vietnam, Typhoon Yagi has claimed over 50 lives. The government at the center says there is no truth in the report suggesting an increase in the value-added tax rate from 7.5% to 10%. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister Victoria Edun refuted the report in a statement this Monday. The minister clarified that the VAT remained unchanged at the 7.5% as stipulated in the nation's tax laws, adding that neither the federal government nor its agencies will act contrary to what the law stipulates. Concerns over government actions perceived as burdensome, Mr. Edun reassured fellow compatriots that fiscal policies were designed to promote sustainable economic growth, alleviate poverty, and make businesses flourish. In the meantime, the government's revenue from value-added tax shot up to a total of 1.56 trillion naira in the second quarter of 2024. According to the National Bureau of Statistics report on VAT revenue collection, the increase represented a 9.11% increase from the 1.43 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2024. Local payments recorded were 792.58 billion naira. Foreign VAT payment were 394 billion naira, while import VAT contributed 370.95 billion naira in the second quarter of 2024. On a quarter-to-quarter basis, human health and social work activities recorded the highest growth, with 98.44%, followed by agriculture, forestry and fishing with 70.26%, and water supply, sewage, waste management and remediation activities with 59.75%. The federal government has signed a $1 billion iron ore steel deal with China. This was made known in a statement by the special advisor to the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Oladele Alaki, Mr. Kende Bamto. The deal, according to Mr. Bamibeto, was signed for Kogi State as a breakthrough in the federal government's campaign to make coal value addition, local addition in the solid minerals sector. Similarly, China has signed a $3.3 billion deal with Nigeria to develop the Brazil Industrial Park and Methanol Complex in Bayelsa State. The Director of Information and Public Relations of the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Mohamed Manga, made it known that the deal was signed on the sidelines of Africa-China conference in Beijing. He said that the transformative project is expected to significantly boost Nigeria's industrial output and generate vital employment opportunities. Nigerian youths have been urged to embrace agriculture, which has been identified as a cornerstone of sustainable development. The lawmaker, representing Northeast Senatorial District Senator Anikim Basi, gave a call at a training he organized for youth in agro-businesses. Senator Basi said the training became necessary towards enhancing agricultural development and economic empowerment. He noted that practices modern farming practices guarantee food security, create jobs, and enhance wealth creation. You are listening to the midday news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Typhoon Yagi, Asia's most powerful storm this year, left dozens dead in northern Vietnam amid widespread damage as it churned westwards. Vietnam's disaster management agency said 35 people have died and 24 are missing, mostly because of landslides and flood triggered mid landfall on Saturday on Vietnam's north. Large manufacturing operations of domestic and foreign companies and was downgraded to a tropical depression on Sunday by the Meteorological Agency. It cut power to millions of households and companies, flooded highways, disrupted telecommunications networks, downed a medium-sized bridge and thousands of trees, and brought to a halt economic activity in many industrial hubs. An influential Filipino pastor wanted in the Philippines and the US for child sex trafficking has been arrested, ending a 2-week-long standoff between the police officers and his followers. Police have been attempting to arrest Apollo Aquibulo, who claims to be the appointed son of God. In a raid on a sprawling church compound violating, scuffles broke out between the thousands of his followers and anti-rat police officers, with one church member dying of a heart attack during the raid. Mr. Quiboloi, whose Kingdom of Jesus Christ claims to have 7 million followers, has denied all charges against him. In 2021, the U.S. Department of Justice charged Mr. Quiboloi with sex trafficking of children, fraud, and coercion of bulk cash smuggling. Reports say at least 14 people have been killed after a number of suspected Israeli strikes against targets across Syria. According to Syria State News Agency, 5 sites were targeted, including a scientific research center. Israel usually does not comment on attacks on Syria and has not given a response to this latest attack. A UK-based war monitor said the attacks came away targeting military sites in the city of Maziev, where it said pro-Iranian arms development experts worked. Latvia and Romania, NATO members who are allies of Ukraine, have said the Russian drones violated their airspace. Romania said a Russian drone entered its airspace during nighttime attacks, according to the news. Across the Danube River in neighboring Ukraine in the early hours of Sunday, while Latvia said one crashed in the eastern part of the country a day earlier. Romania's Ministry of National Defense said that Bucharest deployed F-16 fighter jets to monitor its airspace and that a search for the weapons debris was underway at a potential crash site near the border. There were no immediate reports of casualties or damage. On sport, coach Augustine Eguavoen says his team has the perfect momentum as they get set for the Tuesday's 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying match against Rwanda. The Nigerian delegation to Tuesday's match, which departed Nigeria on Sunday morning, landed in Kigali at 5:20 p.m. Eguavoen made it known that their 3-0 win against Benin Republic in Uyo has put them in shape for another victory in this window. Tuesday's game in Kigali will kick off at 2 p.m. Nigerian time. The socio-economic development of the nation requires concerted effort. Play your own part. To end the midday news, another look at the major items. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, in a statement this Monday, refuted reports suggesting an increase in the value-added tax rate from 7.5% to 10%. The Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Barao Jibrin, has called on Nigerians to continue to support President Bola Tinubu in his efforts to address the nation's socio-economic challenges. You also heard that Typhoon Yagi